Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Psychic Medium Ray. I'm so grateful to have you here on my channel. This is a totally different type of video than what I normally would do. So this is not going to be about psychic readings. This is just me reflecting on this year, the journey that I have been on, the journey that you guys have been on, and what's happening in the world. And so, just relax and have your tea and sit back and enjoy. Um, I want to start off by saying that the last couple of years, they have been life-changing for me. I've gone through so much. It feels like, um, when I would sit down tomorrow's Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving to each and every one of you, from my home to yours. Um, but yeah, you may need to get tissues out. I think I brought myself a tissue just in case I get a little emotional here. But this year, well, the last couple of years have been very, very much a journey for me. And I'm so thankful and grateful to my Rays of Light and for all of you new subscribers and people who are new to my channel who may not know me behind the persona. You see me as Psychic Medium Ray or Celebrity Psychic Medium Ray. At the end of the day, girl, I'm just like everybody else. I am Ray and I'm a human being. And I bleed the same as you do. I have the same emotions as you do. I feel the same things that are happening out in the world as you do. And I feel all of it. And I, have sat here. I just want to start off by saying, no matter what you're going through right now, because I know some of you may need to listen to this, you may need to hear this. I want to tell you that I love you and that you're not alone. And as a collective, we have each other and that you're going to be okay despite how it may feel. Because I know the holidays are very hard for many people. Sometimes our past loved ones are no longer here in the physical world so that we can be around them. That one last phone call that you could have with your father, or the last conversation that you had maybe wasn't the best one. Perhaps you needed some kind of closure and you never got that. And now they're no longer here. Perhaps you had a good relationship with them, but you never got to get the closure that you desired and to say goodbye. I want you to know that it's going to be okay, and that our loved ones, they learn not to hold grudges on the other side. If they are in the higher realms where spirit is, where, source is, basically, it is a vibration of love, not of hate. Now, there are some earthly planes, earthly souls that are on the earthly plane, earthbound, that are quite different. But I'm not going to get into that. I just want to say that, I started here my channel, and this is kind of like a story time too. I started my channel back in 2000, I think 2016, and I was new. I didn't even think I was a YouTuber. My channel was so small, and I always had a vision, kind of like one of my favorite artists, if you know me, is Mariah Carey, and there's a song that she made, "Vision of Love," and I find that song so symbolic, and I can apply it to my life here, on YouTube, outside of YouTube, when I do readings for people. When I started this journey, I had no clue how successful it was going to be. I had no clue that I was going to gain a following, that I was going to have my rays of light. I had no clue that my life would radically change and go through so many things. And we've been through so many things. Those of you that are tuning in and are looking at this channel, yeah, if my voice kind of quivers a little bit, it's because I do get choked up thinking about everything that I've gone through. And it's rather nostalgic. So these are not sad tears or sad energy. It's good stuff that's happening. And I know that there's nothing but good things to come. Um, so, being a male gay psychic, obviously, here on YouTube, it's not the world that's most accepting. It hasn't been like I have had the arms wide open by everybody. There's a lot of competition. There's people that, because the psychic world, the mediumship world is predominantly ruled by females. I know that's kind of odd for people to hear, but it really is. And so when I first started, back in 2015, I had not yet jumped up to YouTube, and I was like, I want to do more. I want to create an empire eventually. I want to show people that there are people like myself that are different and that we are real, right? And that we do exist. So it started with the vision, going back to what I said, and I may be, going bouncing around, but it started with a vision of love. And that is what I had. That's all I had, a vision that I was going to change the world in some way, that I was going to impact lives. I did not know exactly how this was going to transpire, how I was going to impact lives, what I was going to do, but I knew that I had a mission. And I just took a leap of faith, telling myself that everything would be okay. And I started my YouTube channel, and it slowly grew, but it took perseverance. At some point after 2016, when I first started, I wanted to actually quit because my videos were not getting views. I had no support. I did not know the ins and outs of hashtags, algorithms, SEO, all these things that, major YouTubers know. And I still don't do a lot of that. I don't have a team to help me with that. So basically it's me doing everything. But I did keep that vision, and I kept the faith, and I kept telling myself, you cannot quit. You're not a quitter, to keep going. And so I kept going, and I said, you know what? I got this. It will happen for me. And it was quite a bit of a journey. I never gave up. And as the years passed by, my channel started growing. It grew. Some of you that are listening to this now, you probably can remember when it was like 400 people, and then it went up to 1,000, and then it went to 4,000, and then slowly it went up to 17,000. And it's been growing steadily. Um, and then in 2017, a lot of things happened personally for me. One was that a close loved one had a stroke. The second thing was that our mobile home, the home that I live in, was destroyed completely by Hurricane Harvey. And that had to be like the most difficult thing for me. And I don't talk about it. I've healed through it, but it does get me emotional on some level. When are shaken by the universe, you have to keep an unwavering faith. And I got through that every day, telling myself that that same vision of love that I had for you guys was going to carry me through, and that I was going to be okay, and ultimately everything would work out. And it was through a lot of you that helped donate and support, and through organizations, and that everything it ended up being okay. And then my life took a turn for the better, and slowly things kept going. I kept going and kept pushing forward. But for those of you that don't know, when I became homeless, I spent 2 months in a shelter. I never really talk about the conditions of it, and then we transitioned into a hotel. But the conditions were very eye-opening for someone who's never been in that before. And then 2000, and then 1998, when I was 16 years old, at another residence that I lived in, that was destroyed by a catastrophic flood similar to Katrina. So I think a lot of people don't know. A lot of people see, my photo shoots now. They see who I am, and they think that, oh, I've changed to become snobby, or I'm too materialistic, or I'm changed a lot. But I'm still that same person. I'm still Ray. Come to you without makeup, without contacts, just me, raw. That's what you get here. Um, and I know that, sometimes we get trapped into that mindset. I have to remind myself also to stay humble, and always stay humble and true to myself and to my origins. So I can tell you that I'm very, very thankful. I thank God first and foremost, above everything, for always carrying me through. This year, when I reflect back on the things that I'm thankful for, it would be God first and foremost, Holy Spirit. It would be my angels, my spiritual guidance team. Second, it would be for all of you, my rays of light, those of you that have supported me, that have been here through thick and thin. This wouldn't be possible. I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now, and I wouldn't be helping people if it wasn't for you. Thank you for tuning in, for being here, for supporting me. I also want to thank the close people to me that I consider like family, that are not necessarily blood related. They know who they are. You guys are amazing. I love you so, so much. And then um, anybody else that I have forgotten. Um, I've made mistakes along the way. I have don't normally talk about my personal life. There was a lot of friendships that I kind of weaved in and out of for whatever reason. And one of my protective mechanisms is when I feel like I'm being hurt or judged in a, a bad way. I always pull away or end friendships for whatever reason. So there's been a couple of people that have come into my life and are no longer there, but I wish them well and I love them, even though we don't communicate anymore. But I'm not the type of person to hold on to grudges or things that are negative. Um, and then there's just so much more growth that I've gone through. Things personally, when I look back at my achievements when I first started, I never thought that I was going to be the author of Starseed Footsteps, the book. I never thought that I was going to create an Oracle deck, which was Starseed's Footsteps, the first edition, and then now the second edition. And then I never thought that I was going to follow that up with the Guiding Hearts Oracle cards, which is my new deck that was released this year, I think in September, I believe. But um, yeah, it has been a whirlwind. There's been so many blessings, and there's not a day that doesn't go by that I'm not thankful. I will say that not everything turns out my way, not everything that I would have expected. When I decided to become political and express my political beliefs, it was very humbling also as an experience, knowing not to keep that. I kind of consider myself a brave person for doing that and doing what a lot of people would not do, because again, it's not a good idea ever to bring in politics into your line of business. It's just not. And for all of those people who maybe hate me for whatever my political beliefs are, I love you still and I miss you. And I hope that you find forgiveness in your heart. If I offended you in some kind of way, if our ideology or our ways of thinking differ, just know that I love you and I have no grudges against you. And I hope that we can all coexist. And if you want to come back to my channel at some point, you're always welcome to be here. Um, so I went through a lot of things. I've had a lot of clients. I've lost a lot of clients when I express my own beliefs. A lot of stuff that I've said has come to pass, a lot of things. And to all of my celebrities that are out there listening, I know that I read a lot of them and they may not ask me to read them, but I do it to show people that we have a gift, and I always try to do it very tastefully. So I offer an apology to anyone that is out there that is a celebrity that ever felt attacked or that felt a certain type of way. Just know that I love you, and that I didn't do any of these readings. I have never done any of my readings to hurt anyone, but rather to show the world through you, which if you're a celebrity, you're living a very public life that um, that there are people like myself that do exist and that spirit can see things, and maybe in some way the insight that I have given has helped you. But again, for those that have may felt attacked or have may felt a certain type of way, I truly am sorry that it may have came across like that. But I have nothing but love in my heart for people that I read for, even my clients. Um, so it's fully a process here. It's something that happens, it comes and it goes. Time escapes us. Families have rifts. I know that a lot of you are single like myself, still looking for that soulmate. It's okay to be single. It's okay if you get questioned by people, why are you still single, and you're 39. That's my age right now. It's okay. It's okay if you are judged by other people. Just keep love in your heart. Keep that vibration on and open. And if you can make amends with people that are no longer in your life but are alive still, I'm talking about parents, siblings, cousins, ex-lovers, etc. Try to make peace. That's the one thing that I can tell you, is to elevate your consciousness to your soul to grow here in the physical world. It's a very painful thing to do, and it always takes a bigger person. But I truly believe that God put me here for a specific reason. I may never fit the mold as other people. I may not be liked by other people, but I do hope in some way that when I do leave this world at some point, we all leave this world, and that I left it in a better place than than where it was. And I think um, that's very, very important. I'm sorry. Um, that we all, as light workers, are doing our best and giving our best in everything that we do. So, um, if you are a light worker out there and you're in this journey, I can tell you, I know how it feels to be told you're fake, that you are not worth it, that your gift is not authentic, that you shouldn't be doing this. You're going to have a lot of people come up against you. And to stand in your power, to stand in your sovereignty, to be beautiful, a beautiful light in this world is it's priceless. And there's no price tag that you can put in that. So these are happy tears, by the way, for those of you that are maybe looking here at my channel. These are not sad tears, nothing but happiness. I know it may not seem like that. I'm not the type of person to fake smile. But I want you to know that we made it through this pandemic that has been going on for quite some time. And we will continue to make it. I think that a lot of my choices and how I present myself will always be questioned by people, but I literally don't care how I am judged. I'm always going to keep it real. I'm always going to be me. I'm always going to do what I feel like I'm doing, what sets my soul on fire. And I hope that you do the same. And this holiday season, that you enjoy the conversations, that you stay present, that you're not always on your phone every single day, that perhaps you do um, go out into nature and ground yourself and hug your pet, hug your children, hug your husband or your partner, hug your girlfriend, hug someone and tell them how much they mean to you. Reach out to them, text them, let them know how much you need them to know that you appreciate them, because tomorrow's never granted for anybody and we never know what the future holds. Um, and most of all, I think that at the end of the day, it's all about us as a collective and humanity. If we could come together, if we could put our differences aside, if society would stop looking at everything that's in the media that is literally poisoning people's hearts, this would be a better place here on earth. So be strong and be very, very grateful for all of your blessings, because again, life is full of miracles and I always believe in miracles. And I am a hopeless romantic, and I know that I shouldn't even talk about that on here because that is my personal life, but I've always been a hopeless romantic, as cheesy and corny as that sounds, and I do believe in a happy ending, and I do believe that there is someone for everyone out there. So again, for those of you that are struggling, that perhaps are single still, um, just know that that person is out there. And for my soulmate, whoever that may be, whoever he may be out there, I want you to know that I am here and I will be happy that day. So yeah, there's so many amazing things that I can't talk about that are coming up for 2022 and beyond. I'm so grateful again to everyone and everything. Um, my Black Friday sale does start tonight at midnight, and many things will be up to 50% off. There will be a couple of things that are not 50% off, though maybe like 30% off. If you feel compelled to give a gift of a reading to someone or get a reading for yourself, now is the time to do so. You can do it by visiting my shop at www.raymondguzman.net/shop. Once again, that's www.raymondguzman.net/shop. Um, and I'm so grateful to each and every one of you. I'm sorry if I got a little emotional, but that's me. This is me talking from my heart space. Very, very candid here on the camera, just communicating from a place of love. Um, and yeah, take some time, enjoy yourself, relax. Don't worry. If a lot of people worry about what tomorrow brings, but when you do so, you basically are stealing your own peace. Stay present, stay connected with people, but stay rooted in a place of love. All right, guys, happy Thanksgiving from my house to you. And I love you so, so, so much. Bye.